Hey there, boys and girls. Today we're going to be doing the Empress Supreme. It's the Morgana fight. We need to evoke an Esper, use 5 or more limit bursts, and do it without an ally being KO'd. I'm going to be taking a friend, Elena, that's not really set up for this trial, just to show that you can get it done without a perfect friend unit on this one. Up first, we got Noctis as our dodge provoke tank. He's got a Gonzy shield on, and then I gave him some LB fill stuff on. It's kind of important so we can get all the missions, but any unit will work right here as long as they can fully evade and provoke and can wear the Gonzy shield. We're going to do some death stuff if anybody uses a limit burst, and it's kind of important to have the Gonzy shield on your provoke. Awaken Rain is going to be my magic tank for this one. I really like Rain for this one because he's got a super powerful cooldown that we're going to use to mitigate a whole lot of damage, I think, on turn 4. Other than that, you know, he's just got some resistance stuff on. Nothing too crazy, though. He's got 14k hit points, 1200 spirit, not even over 200% in all resists. Then we got Kryla. This could be any breaker. It doesn't necessarily have to be Kryla. I'm going to use some things in her kit, but you can get by the fight without it. And I'll show it when I do the video. Other than that, she just needs 100% dark resist. All of your units really need 100% dark resist to be safe. And enough hit points to take this fixed attack that's going to go out. We've got Sylvie. I put Survival Edge on her just because it's got High Tide. Other than that, Sylvie's job is going to be providing a status immunity. She's going to give Noctis a buff, or not Noctis, she's going to give Rain a buff, and some resistances. If you can gear your magic tank better than mine, your Awaken Rain better than mine, by all means, that would take out the buff that Sylvie provides, and probably even the defense and spirit buff that she provides. Then you would just be left with the status immunities, stop resist, attack magic, break resist, and all that stuff. So like I said, Folka would work here, Lena would work here, etc, etc. This is my Elena. I set her up for the fight. She's got Man Eater Plus on. She's on Diablos. She's got lots of attack and magic. And like I said, the friend Elena isn't on Diablos. It doesn't have Man Killer. It's just your generic Elena that you could find. So if you can't gear your Elena as well as mine, try to make sure your friend Elena is at least on Diablos for this fight. Preferably on Diablos with 100% Dark Resist and Man Eater. But like I said, that's kind of asking a lot. We got a lot of fights to do this week on Global, so people may be kind of spread thin on their gear. Alrighty, so turn 1, we're going to have Noctis provoke. Rain is going, I about said Charlotte. Rain is going to magic cover, and Kryla is going to use her cooldown to break all the enemies. And then all Sylvia is going to do is do Spring Cleaning and Gracious Night to give us the immunities. And then with our Elenas, and this is important, I could imbue my Elenas with Sylvie, but I'm not going to do that because if you're taking Folka, for example, she can't imbue the Elenas, so we have to make concessions for that. So we're going to imbue ourselves and use Way of the Aurora. We imbue ourselves and use Way of the Aurora. Send that out. So you'll have some single target stuff that's going to go to Noctis or your dodge provoke tank. You'll have some magic attacks that come in. Turn 1 and 2 is pretty benign. Nothing really serious goes on here. Except for counters. We're gonna get the counters. Not amused. Alrighty, so we're going to use Elena's Limit Burst. Clean those off. We can't hurt Morgana until these ads are out of the way. So ideally what we want to do is get them below 70%, 80 to 70%. We went a lot further than that. That's okay too. Kryla doesn't have anything going on in her life. Sylvie is going to give us that resist buff, and then she's going to use Mario and Watch Over Me to give us a stat buff. We're just going to have Noctis and Rain provoke and cover. This is the, I believe, the dark attack that's going off that's hitting right here. I may be wrong on that. It's an AoE physical attack that's going off. That's hitting our friend unit. Pretty sure it's dark because otherwise we would have been taking damage too, but we're immune from dark. Oh, thank you, Noctis. Now, you've got a couple options here. If you're not doing like a whole lot of damage, you can use this ability with Kryla, and I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it after this. Impending Doom, that's 100% Imperil. It'll help Elena do damage, but I don't think it's necessary for the gear that we have and the gear that our friend has. So we'll just chain Aurora Tempest. The reason we're doing that, it's an AoE hit. These guys out of the way. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and summon our Esper. We'll use a Limit Burst. That's our third Limit Burst. And now with Rain, we're going to use this cooldown ability here. And that's why I really like Rain for this one. And then with Kryla, like I said, I'm going to use Impending Doom and Dark Covenant. Dark Covenant's going to unlock our break for the next turn. Morgana is immune to breaks while the ads are alive, but when the ads die, she can be broken. So this is an AoE fixed attack that goes out. You'll have some single target stuff, possibly a death attack since we use Limit Burst. Noctis is going to immune that. And then this is magic damage that's going on to Rain here. He's really imperiled on this. That's why I really like Rain for this fight. He's got that cooldown that mitigates all that magic damage. He's really nice. I would say if I was doing this, to get the 25 units, I would probably leave Rain in there because, I mean, he just really trivializes the magic damage in this fight. Alrighty, we'll get Speed of Light, Blade Crystal ×3 ready. We'll use a Limit Burst. We'll use another Limit Burst. That's 5. We've got our Esper summoned. Let all that go off. We'll get Kryla to drop that good Imperil with, where was it? Oh, I did it last turn, my bad. We don't need to do anything else then. We'll just use the Debilitating Pot. Noctis doesn't have anything to do here. Chaining the boss should be dead. Easy. It would be even more overkill if we took a properly geared Elena friend, and I suggest you do that, just to be on the safe side. So all in all, that's pretty easy. Like I said, I really like that team. I would probably start substituting Folka, Lena in for Sylvie, anybody in as an evade tank for Noctis, and then rotate through all the breakers that I've got. And when I run out of units, just get it down to maybe 1 or 2, and get it all out of the way. I'm going to be doing a clear with Bart's on this one. As soon as I find a really nice Bart's friend to use, I'm going to be using a different comp with that. I'm going to be using Charlotte with that one. So anyways, I want to get ready to do that. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions about what happened right here, let me know in the comments. Big thing, like I said, use that cooldown that Rain has after you kill the ads. That'll mitigate a whole lot of damage. If you don't kill the ads on the same turn that I did, the captain is going to do this attack called Punishment. It's a magic attack that does a whole lot of damage. We'll get to that in the Bart's Clear. I'll show it in that fight. I feel like most people with Elena can do this 4-turn pretty reliably. So yeah, that's about that for that video. Hope you like it. Have a good rest of the week. Toodaloo.